Welcome. I'm going to give you a short presentation and a walk around the New Holland Telehandler fork truck. In this range we have various models. They start at 5 metres, 6 metres, 7 and 9 metres at the moment. Today we're going to be looking at the New Holland TH 742. It has a placement height of 7 metres and it can lift 4.2 tonnes to that height. There's two models, the Elite and the Plus. Today we're going to be looking at the Elite. It's powered by 146 horsepower. It has a 6-speed transmission. It has 4 equal wheels giving you 4-wheel steer, 2-wheel steer and crab steer, and it has a 600-hour service period. So let's have a look around this machine then. Immediately by the operator's door here we have our diesel and our AdBlue filler points. Diesel, it holds about 140 litres. AdBlue, it holds about 40 litres. You'll normally find in the field when working, you will use 4 to 5 tankfuls of diesel to 1 tank full of AdBlue. But most people will fill up one when filling up the other. Moving around the back of the machine, you can see here we've got our double acting pickup hitch for towing trailers. We have our double acting services here for tipping trailers. We have our hydraulic brakes and we have our 7-pin plug here as well. Also we have our hydraulic oil level here, and behind this plate here we have our filler point for the hydraulics as well. Just tucked in here on the right hand side we have a bank of grease points which allows us to grease all those awkward points on the rear axle. So this machine is fitted with 24-inch trolley bore tyres, with an option of a 20-inch tyre as well. 24 will give you the maximum speed on the road, so it will give you that 40 kph. Not only that, it gives you that nice clearance under the machine when you're working in lots of straw, mucking out and muddy conditions. 4-wheel steer, 2-wheel steer and crab steer. So 4-wheel steer for those most manoeuvrable tight turns that you're looking for. 2-wheel steer for on the road, especially when you're towing trailers, and then crab steer for those sort of side shift movements that you want to do, loading lorries, cleaning away from barn walls, etc. The steering is self-aligned, so you select one steering mode and just simply it will align itself when steering. We have slip differentials front and rear, so when you're working in those rough terrain, muddy conditions, and you're looking for that extra bit of push, you've got slip diffs front and rear that will automatically kick in. Access into the engine compartment, to me, is probably one of its bigger strengths. Just simply lift the bonnet here, unclip the side panel here, also here, undo the bump screws here, which will then give you access into the oil coolers here. So, FPT engine produces 146 horsepower. It's used in our smaller range of agricultural tractors, the T5 and the T6. It's a 4.5 litre engine, Tier 4B emissions, and as I said to you, we use AdBlue as a second additive to clean up the emissions. We then have our torque converter, we have our 6-speed transmission. The drive is then taken off of the gearbox to the centre of the machine, and from there it goes forward and back to the 4-wheel drive and also the slip diffs. So access, fantastic. Access to the levels, dipsticks, filters, yeah, and also access into the battery. Good access to get in and clean the machine, and with lots of room around it and lots of airflow. It keeps it clean itself and also keeps it cool. As I said to you, a 600-hour service period. So cost of ownership, cost of running this machine is going to be to a minimum. Whether it be a daily check, a weekly check, or an annual service, I think you can agree this is best in class. Moving around to the front of the machine, this is where we have our well-structured, well-built telescopic arm. As you can see, where it's fitted with a Manitou attachment at the moment. You can also have JCB, you can have pin and cone, and you can have the New Holland version as well. It's got a double-acting locking device for attaching your buckets, etc. And we also have a double-acting service to the front for any muck grabs, etc. You can have up to 2 services going to the front, and you can also have a free-flow return, constant running motors, things like brushers and feeders and stuff like that. It is equipped with ride control, comfort ride control, so as you're travelling across rough terrain or high speeds on the road, the boom will absorb the shock loadings from that. Moving around to the cab then, access into the cab, you've got this large opening here. Door can be turned into a stable style door, which a lot of operators like. We have our large curved front screen, so when you're working at heights you've got very good vision for placement, and we can have up to 10 LED lights for working in the dark. So good access into the cab. Once you're in the cab, you've got this large and roomy floor space. We've got an extra toolbox in the cab, the right tools. What I like about the cab, it's very big, a lot of lights, a lot of glass, very airy, and you've got good 360 vision all round the machine. Air suspension seat. The hydraulic joystick is attached to the seat, so when you bounce, it bounces with you. The steering column is fully adjustable, the angle, and it also telescopics in and out. So you should get that perfect operating position that you want. So driving this machine, it has pull and reverse shuttle and park brake on the steering column here. We have our raise and lower, crowd and tip joystick here. We also have forward and reverse on here as well, and we have our gear change on here. We have our boom in and out. We have our extra service to the front, or pick-up hitch or tipping service to the rear. Because of the 140 litres per minute variable displacement hydraulic pump on this machine, we can operate 2 or 3 services quite comfortably. We also have our safe load indicator on the dashboard, which is keeping the machine working within its safe limits. Thank you very much for watching this short and brief introduction on the New Holland telescopic handler. Hopefully it's given you a little bit more insight into how good these machines are. If you feel this machine is the machine for your business, then why not contact your local area sales manager and book up a free on-site demonstration. I can assure you, you will not be disappointed. Thank you very much.